Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, and I'm here from the big island of Hawaii, ready with your next reading. Today we're going to be looking at what's going to be happening for all the 12 sites during the full moon that's coming up. It's going to be full moon in Cancer, which is quite significant because Cancer as a sign is ruled by the moon, so it's a pretty big deal. And if you have moon in Cancer, it's definitely going to hit you more than anybody else. So that's one of the reasons to have your natal chart, your at least your main positions known to yourself: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So I'm just gonna go sign by sign. I'll start with Capricorn and move slowly to Sagittarius as usual. There will be timestamps, so make sure you check those out to look up for your specific signs. And as I always say, check out Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You know, one of those could be your story, but especially your moon sign, I would say, for this one specifically. So look up what your moon sign is. There is a link in the description box, and go read that reading. At least start with it. See if it resonates for you. Okay, this is one of those chances where you can see my cards. So I think that's going to be a little bit more interactive for you. I'm going to be pulling one card from the Oracle, and then we're going to be seeing what's coming up for you. We're going to get the cards for the general energy, and then for lessons you're supposed to learn, and maybe some guidance, some outcome. Yeah, let's do it that way. Sorry, I have a lot of insects around me here. It's I'm sitting kind of under the tree, which is helpful because it's pretty hot. The sun is still very high. So let's see what we have for Capricorn. All that glitters, number 16. So you may be tempted with something, or you may be choosing something or somebody out of certain stereotypical points of view. So you could think that, okay, yeah, that's something that my friends would approve, or yeah, I remember reading about this, that's a good idea to do it that way, or whatever, right? But the opportunity or the person or the decision might look attractive for some reason, but actually it may not be as such. So double check yourself. If you're signing contracts, you know, do your research, do your homework, make sure, you know, give it some time at least. And the same for relationships, of course, any other big decisions that you're making. So what's the energy for Capricorn? We'll stick with the energy and the advice. I've got a lot of signs here. We'll get alright. And we'll get some clarifiers. Let's clarify 6 of Wands in reverse. Capricorn. Oh wow. A lot of cards, but we'll read them. And let's clarify Page of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Okay, so for the energy, we have 6 of Wands in reverse, clarified by 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and 4 of Wands. All of them are Wands. It's all about passion and intention to take action, right? The readiness to take action. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So there is a certain delay in the roll of events that you're experiencing. So you're expecting things to go a certain way, and I might also add a certain way. It's like seeing some results, like you've put in some work and now you want to see some results or some recognition of your efforts. right? Some success, some public success, because that's what it would be like. But you don't see it, and it seems to you like your effort hasn't been recognized for one or another reason. But underneath, you can see like there is certain fear of committing to this path. So you may have taken some action, but in reality, you don't feel so strongly about it. Maybe on the subconscious level, you're having some fears about it. Maybe you've been told that, you know, this is a good way to go, but deep down, you don't think that it is. So whatever it is, like I said, double check yourself, yeah? So there is certain energy of fear of commitment right now. And for the advice, we have Page of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Yeah, so you're asked to learn some more information and to make an informed decision towards your goal, right? So don't just go with emotions. Connect to your intuition, connect to the higher power, and do your research. Do both if you can. And only then take further steps. Okay, that was Capricorn. Now let's go for Aquarius. So for Aquarius, we can shuffle this. We have by the book number 11. So number 11 is a creative idea. It's like an inception. It's like when you get an aha moment. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do that. That sounds fun. But what you also should take into account is that at this time you're asked to kind of, I don't want to say play it safe, but sort of like not to make too much of a abrupt move, whichever way it is, and you may know the context for that. But going by the book means respecting rules, traditions, and the current ways, right, of society, of family, of your company, whatever it is for you. So you are asked at this time to follow those rather than break them and rebel against the system, so to speak. So what's the energy for Aquarius at this time? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cards really want to speak. What's the energy for Capricorn, Aquarius? The Wheel of Fortune, there you go. So yeah, that's what I'm getting with this card as well, that a lot of cards for guidance in reverse. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm getting together for you. With this card and with the Oracle card, that you're asked to trust the universe and not to try to kind of, oh wow, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Yes. And you know, if we wanted to find the equivalent of the card by the book in the tarot, we would say it's a Hierophant. So you got a Hierophant and you got another Wheel of Fortune. As clarification for this Wheel of Fortune. So give it time. Don't rush. Trust that the universe has got a better plan than you do. You may not know everything right now. Instead, respect the traditions, and even if you feel like you have to take action right now, make sure that you are considerate of other people involved. That's what I'm getting for you. Yeah, for this we have Temperance, Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Death in reverse. Yeah, so there's a bit of lack of patience. There's some tiredness as well. So what I'm getting is that you're delaying your own transformation. So make sure that you're not in your own way in this case. Okay? There are a lot of cards here, but you know, that's the general sense that I'm getting. Be patient. Yeah, that's another headline for Aquarius. Okay, let's get on with Pisces. Pisces, we have Breeze, number 29. I love this card. It's so peaceful. It's so zen. It's so like about staying in your calm, keeping your inner peace, right? Breathing, meditating, praying, whatever practice you have that gives you that freedom. Where, you know, like breathing is connected to like opening up your heart chakra. Like when you take a deep breath, like it's like opening it up, right? So give yourself permission to be you and to open up. That's what I'm getting here. So what do we have for energy for Pisces? What is full moon? Pisces is a water sign, so could also be impacted more than others for this one. This is full moon in Cancer. Moon is about water energy, and Cancer is a water sign. Okay, we have Four of Swords in reverse. I'll clarify that one. And for advice, we have Five of Cups. Wow, it's interesting. Let's clarify first what's in reverse. Ah, I see. Yeah, and now I see why you need to breathe. There is certain restlessness and anxiety in your energy. It's like you don't even give yourself permission. That's too many cards. I'm going to shuffle again. You don't give yourself permission to have some rest, to recover from whatever it is you've been dealing with. It's almost like you're punishing yourself for something. Okay, so yeah, Four of Wands in reverse clarified by Five of Wands. There's a certain situation with other people that you've been in recently. Maybe you're still in it. Take it how it resonates, but it's not. It's too overwhelming. It's draining your energy. Let's put it that way. Unfortunately, so you need to detach yourself from it. If you feel like you cannot detach completely, at least take time, you know, go somewhere so that literally there is distance and space. If you can, at least ask to sort of leave you alone so you can take time for yourself. If it's about work situation, take a day or two off. Say that you're not feeling well, whatever, you know, like there should be a way. If you can take off work, at least give yourself time outside of work, that you don't just run around with your usual errands, but you give time to yourself. I know how it can be when, you know, easily you can spend like 14 hours of your day just doing things off your bucket list, your to-do list, you know, going through your agenda, but it's important to show yourself some love right now. And for the advice, we have Five of Cups and clarified by Two of Wands. So there is going to be very soon very sad decision that you need to make, and you know that it's the right one, but it's bringing you sadness and grief. Maybe you're leaving something or someone behind. The truth is, it's all for the better. So if you needed to hear that, this is your confirmation. This is the right choice you're making. Just keep going, you're on the right track. And ultimately it's gonna free you up for much bigger and better things. Okay, that was what I have for Aquarius. Let's keep going. Oh, sorry, that was Pisces. The next one will be Aries. Okay, we've got co-create, number 40, a wonderful number. 40 comes to a 4 as a numerology number, which is also about building a foundation. And I love is this co-creating. We will get some clarification now, but I'm getting a lot that it's not even necessarily with another person. It's like it's with your higher power, or it could be with the help of some information, or with the help of some mentors or teachers around you. So it's not necessarily you're working as a team, meaning like you're all participating in this building process, but it's more like you get some guidance, some direction, and then you can do that, and it's co-creation in that sense. Okay, let's see what the tarot tells us. I have some mosquito bites on my leg. Trying to identify the mosquito, but it's hard. Okay, focus, Victoria. We've got Queen of Wands for the energy. And what about the advice for Aries? Let's clarify Queen of Swords. I have a good feeling about this card. It also has very similar colors with the co-create card. Let me put it here so you guys can see it too, just a little bit better. Alright. So we've got Queen of Swords clarified by Page of Wands in reverse. So you finally feel more confident, you feel better in your skin, you feel better about who you are, and you feel more comfortable with stepping forward with creating something new. You don't feel like you are a student, you don't feel like you are a newcomer anymore. Whatever it was, whatever was happening in your life, it's over now. Now it's all about you being your true self and finding out who you are, what you like, and what makes you happy. For the guidance, you have Seven of Cups and Ace of Swords. So you ask to stay on the side of truth, as simple as that. You may have a lot of temptations, a lot of choices on your path, but make sure you stay true to yourself. You have that sword of truth. You know, they say sword of justice, right? Now it's sword of truth on your side. So make sure that you keep using it, and that will get your dreams to come true. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's move forward with Taurus. The ocean is not too distractive for you guys. Distractive. It's not destructive for sure. It's actually come down today, so it's so much better than it used to be just a couple of days ago. So much quieter, so much calmer. Okay, so for Taurus, come to the edge, 36. So to me, it's like a full card in this deck. Number 36 or number 9, and she's got a lot of hearts here around her, like those red little things, they're hearts. You're asked to step forward bravely. Again, I'm getting something about the heart chakra, that you're asked to do some meditation for it, and to do some chakra cleansing to make sure that your heart chakra is open. Let's get a card for Taurus with energy during this full moon time. We've got 2 cards. What about guidance Thank you. Okay. So you have Two of Wands in reverse and Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so you may be sort of like procrastinating and putting off taking a certain step forward, and that's why here you're asked to come to the edge, to go for it. But whatever it is right now, there is certain blockage appearing with continuing with your past. Most likely it's your occupation, it's your calling, it's what you do. I know you can say profession, but some you wouldn't be, but you know what I mean. When you hear it, you will know. For some of you, it's a bit more about personal development, but for the most part, it's around developing your career or establishing yourself. For the advice, you have Nine of Pentacles and King of Wands. So these are the cards. This is like embracing your beauty and your power, embracing your wisdom and the potential that you were given by the divine. This is like cards to confirm that you shouldn't be doubting yourself, that you shouldn't be, if you're telling yourself things like, well, whatever your excuses are to stay small, to play safe, please stop doing that. Ultimately, the full moon is going to help you release some of that blockage in yourself. But yeah, if you don't know where to start or what I'm talking about, start with working on your heart chakra to remove the blocks and to open the heart chakra. Okay. That was Taurus. Let's get to Gemini. Gemini would have time to go. Number 45. So you're supposed, this is like almost like an Eight of Cups card. You're supposed to leave something behind, or someone, right? There is time to kind of start something new, and there is also time for finishing some things. And it doesn't mean like you made the wrong choice or they came into your life for no reason. It just means that, yeah, and speaking of which, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So it was all divinely guided. It was done in divine timing, but you've learned your lesson and it's time to go now. Get to something bigger and better. Okay, let me get some guidance for you, Gemini. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. Let's clarify Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, yes. I love when that happens. Not like it gives me any additional information, but it does, kind of. Yeah, so for this one, it's just another confirmation that there was some karmic situation that you've been put into, but it was all divinely guided so that you can learn very, very important lesson that you were supposed to learn. But you know what? You've got enough of it. So now you should feel brave to leave it behind. And that can also take some effort, some energy, because we become codependent on things and people, especially if we put in a lot of effort into them. You know, it becomes like, well, if you become attached to it a lot. It's like I've put in so much effort, time, money, whatever, you know, into it. How can I just walk away? But sometimes that's part of the lesson. For you to be able to walk away from things that do not serve you, that are not healthy for you, or that do not help you grow. For the guidance, you have Eight of Wands clarified by Eight of Wands. So basically, those are the cards. It's Eight of Wands in reverse actually, but it kind of was on the side. So you can say those are the same cards. So Eight of Wands, especially in this deck, it's showing us the sun, the birds. To me, that's the guidance from the divine. So listen to that guidance, to that communication you're going to get from the higher power, especially if you are not sure which step exactly to take next. Just ask for a sign. Talk to your angels, your guides, you know, to the universe, whatever you believe in, and ask to show you, to give you a sign on what to do next. You're supposed to ask first, right? Okay. That was for Gemini. Let's move to Cancer. Loyal heart. I love this card. 35. Yay! And I'm getting that you are dealing with a loyal heart. It's not even, we're not doubting that you are, but this is about somebody else who is a loyal heart to you. It's like your sweetheart is in the picture here in this reading. So what is the energy of the full moon for Cancer? What is it going to show you? And remember, Cancer, you're going to be impacted the most because this is full moon in Cancer. I mean, actually those people who have moon in Cancer, but if you have another strong position in Cancer, same goes to you as well. So if you have sun, rising sign, or Venus in Cancer, then you're going to be impacted more. So what's the energy like for Cancer during this full moon? Wow, 8 of Wands. What's the advice from the universe? Ace of Wands. I like it. Let's clarify 8 of Wands for Cancer. Let's clarify Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands for Cancer. It's pretty cool, actually. Cards. Sorry guys, I have to fight off the mosquitoes. They're brutal to me, so whoa, there we go. Thank you. Alright, so we have for the energy we have 8 of Wands and Ace, clarified by Ace of Wands. So there is some new creative spark that you're getting during this time. So you're probably naturally releasing, or you've released already, any kind of sadness, anger, or other kinds of negativity that you may have. And right now you are in a great loving energy. That's what I'm getting. You're like in the vibe, in the flow. So what we see here is that definitely it's time of communication, and I'm actually getting this could be communication with other people. It could be with the person who's your loyal heart. It could be with a friend, with a teacher. It could be just with a stranger. You could read something interesting in a social media post, but it's something that's gonna get you going. It's gonna get you inspired like crazy, enthusiastic, and it's gonna be like that extra drive that you may have been needing to move forward with whatever it is you do in your life, or maybe just with your life, you know, just in general, with everything in your life. The guidance, we have Ace of Wands again, clarified by Queen of Wands in reverse. So what I'm getting is, don't look for external validation too much. You may get an idea from external source, but then it is up to you and only you what you do with it. Listen to yourself. You know, what is the next step? Why did you get that idea? If you need, take some time, but not rush into anything just because somebody said so and so. You know, you have to listen only to yourself in this case. Okay, that was Cancer. Oops. Let's move on with Leo. You have higher power, number 4. I love it. Yay, turn to your higher power. But you know why we get so many cards like that? Because the moon is really kind of amping up the power of our intuition, of our inner guidance, of our internal compass. So there is no surprise that we get for a lot of signs, we get that as a guidance. If I did a collective reading, that's what I would probably see, and that would be what would be relevant for the entire collective. I'm just making it a little bit more personalized. Hopefully that will help people with their specific situations. So what's the energy for Leo during this time? It's a beautiful angel in this card. I love it. I have 8 of Swords. What's the advice? Busy day on the beach today, so it's very hard to find a spot that's relatively peaceful and quiet. Bear with me, guys. Halfway through. Okay, the Hierophant. Got it. Please clarify 8 of Swords for Leo. Please clarify the Hierophant for Leo during this full moon. What does the Hierophant mean as a guidance? Wow, 2 tens. It is intense. 2 tens, it's intense. Okay, so you have 8 of Swords clarified by High Priestess. What I'm getting for you, Leo, is that right now you don't trust yourself. As simple as that. For some reason you feel like it's not, well, whatever it is you're getting a nudge about, that it either can be true, like it's too good to be true, or you just don't think you're strong enough to make that specific move. And what we get here, we have the Hierophant. This is for your guidance. Hierophant clarified by 10 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles. That if you release this idea based on your past experiences of failure, you release the idea that you are a failure, you're gonna fail this, right? It's a stereotype. It's something that came about from external validation. Maybe the thing that you are thinking about, you want to do, is something that society doesn't accept. For some of you, I'm getting that. That's a bunch of BS. I mean, the idea that you shouldn't be doing it just because of that. If you put that behind you, first of all, you see in this deck, 10 of Swords had actually, like, she's walking towards the sunshine, and you have 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate happily ever after, with the abundant life that you want to have, the happy life, right? That's what's in plan for you, as long as you keep it real and you don't get stuck based on those stereotypes. Very simple. Not easy, but simple. Okay, that was Leo. Okay, let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, we have why, number 31. That's a good question. That's what they all ask from time to time. Also comes to a 4, by the way. got Akashic records on display here, and also it has a picture of ancestors. It's almost like it's in the book of life, of why your life turned out a certain way. Like, it was almost predefined. That's actually another good pointer to study your natal chart and to see what is it in your chart for, in terms of like it definitely presets your experience in life a certain way, and it gives you so much information and wisdom of why certain things don't work or why you're guided to go a certain way, you know. So highly recommend to create your natal chart for yourself. What's the energy for Virgo during this full moon in Cancer? So it looks like you're gonna find out some information about your ancestry, about the history of your life, your family maybe, and why your life is a certain way, you know, like why. So keep your eyes open for that. What's the advice? It's too many cards. Let's try again. What's the advice for Virgo for this full moon? God, alright. Please clarify Page of Cups for Virgo. Got it. Please clarify Five of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you. Okay, so you got Page of Cups clarified by Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and Queen of Swords. So you pretty much have, like, apart from, what is it, fire we're missing, apart from action, right? You have everything here. So you're learning how to be more yourself in every day of your life, in every aspect of your life, at work, in your relationship, and even with yourself. And this card, you see, she's like almost like meditating or thinking about something, about life, where she is, what she's doing. So you're like you're taking small but confident steps forward, and that's, you know, very commendable. It's like you're getting a confirmation during this full moon. This is what I'm getting for you, that it's that you need to do that more of that. Like, where you are is fine, but you actually should do more. Take bigger steps. You're ready for it now. And with the advice, we have Five of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Page of Pentacles. So this is telling you a bit more about your abundance, about learning to kind of build your fortune by yourself. Sorry guys, I had to relocate because there are some people that came about with kids. So yeah, my another attempt. But let's finish up with Virgo, right? So the last thing I spoke about was Five of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by Page of Pentacles. So you're supposed to change the perspective of what your financial health, let's put it that way, depends on where you stand. It doesn't depend, you know, necessarily on another person. Even if you have somebody who supports you, who provides for you, a partner, a parent, a friend, a sibling, whoever it is, and you're expecting something from them, even if it's for a good reason, like, it's time right now to realize that it's not, like, that it's not really, you don't really depend on them. You can create what you want, how you want it, and when you want it, and you need to step into that power. You need to see it that way. It's not like you need to learn it, you already know how. It's just that you need to embrace it more and stop not stop depending on them, but stop thinking that you have to have something or somebody else to depend on, like for a rainy day. Start your own savings account, right? Like, do something. where you are in charge. You're not just waiting on somebody's grace and mercy, right? You're in control. Okay, that was for Virgo. Let's see. Yep, you got it right. So I'll move the cards here. See them, the oracle cards. And I've got tarot in here. We'll move on to Libra. Just checking that I got them correct. I have just a few signs to go, so yeah, we're getting there. So Libra, for you the card is flexible, number 19. Okay, let's get some tarot cards to get more detail. So, what is the energy for Libra during the full moon? Queen of Swords. What about the advice? Had this card, I think, for Leo, either for Leo or for Cancer. You may want to check that out. Alright. Oh, that was clarification, yep. And what's the guidance? Please clarify. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Got it, big Libra. Kind of like this view. It's like it's got. I still got the sun, but you guys can see me. That's good. There we go. So you have Queen of Swords clarified by Eight of Pentacles and King of Cups. So yeah, it's kind of like stick to your guns and keep up the good work. That's what I can say. Don't get distracted by something emotional. Don't get distracted by people maybe leaving you behind or you having to leave them behind. You are in a very strong position right now and you can get big results very, very quickly. As long as you stay flexible and you don't get emotions get in the way of what is happening with you or what kind of decisions you're making. And it could be good or bad emotions, but either way, it creates a lot of subjectivity into where you are. You're moving to something big and beautiful. And you know that, so just basically it's keep doing the same thing, right? And in terms of love, we have some guidance for love here. But even here, Two of Cups is in reverse, right? Six of Cups is upright, Two of Cups in reverse. It's clarified by King of Cups in reverse, clarified by Six of Swords. So what I'm getting here is you need to get into the balanced state right now. So it's not so much about relationship with, or like rekindling or starting a relationship with another person. It's about balancing yourself out after your previous experiences. And maybe you discover that there is some pain that comes from childhood, right? From your relationships with your parents or from other people in your surrounding them. So there is definitely something that needs healing and that you can heal in time. It's almost like it's going to heal itself naturally. But it's important to heal first before you get into something new. That's what I'm getting for you, Libra. Stay flexible. You may see someone or know someone and you're like, yeah, but I do want to go all in. Be flexible, right? You can take it slow with the person. Don't have to be pushed into anything. Yeah, I guess that's the main thing. Don't get pushed into anything romantic just because. Okay. And know that you're beautiful. Somebody needed to hear that. Next will be Scorpio. Scorpio will get here and now, the 32. You are here. Future, past, and you are in the now. You're supposed to stay in the now, in the present moment. What's the energy for Scorpio during this full moon? By the way, since you are also a water sign, then this is also a pretty big deal for you. The full moon and full moon in Cancer. It's like water energy squared, basically. You have the Strength card. What about the advice? The Empress. I love this. Major Arcanus. Yeah, big shits are happening. Like, wow. Number 8, number 3. Of Leo and Taurus. You could be dealing with a Leo or Taurus. Let's clarify the strengths. We haven't seen a lot of. It's a lot of cards. So let me try again. We haven't seen much of Major Arcana today, but you got both of them, Major Arcanas. It's pretty cool. Alright, please clarify the Empress for the guidance. Strengths and 7 of Swords. Wow. Wow. Okay. So here we have strengths clarified by 6 of Wands and 5 of Wands. So this is like it's basically, to me, it means that you are definitely making progress with certain karmic situations. And it doesn't have to be about relationship. It can be about, or it doesn't have to be about romantic relationship, right? It can be friendship, it can be something at work, it can be a family related matter, but also you're facing a lot of pressure from other people. You are handling it beautifully, and you can see, like in the 5 of Wands here, you have a lot of people kind of like pulling in different directions, and 6 of Wands, she is standing there in the spotlight beautifully, just being her beautiful self. And that's where you're showing strength, a lot of strength. You're exercising it. You have the divine support for it. Just stay in the now and keep being the beautiful self. The Empress is about, it's like the Queen of Queens, right? She's beautiful, she's abundant, she's powerful, she's wise, she has it all. And you have strength again here, and you have 7 of Swords. So what I heard when I saw this card is that you also need to have strength to stop telling yourself some false information. It could be, like it's a negative self-talk. It could be something that you're not good enough for XYZ. It could be that the other way around, that it's all too easy for you, but deep down you know that it's not. Or like, yeah, I can do that in a week if I wanted to, but then you don't, right? Like there is something, it's almost like self-deceit I'm getting here, where you are saying it and you think that you're getting yourself into a better position because of that, but you don't really. So yeah, just be honest about the strong and the weak points. That's the strength card for you, for both of those areas. Okay, that was it for Scorpio. Beautiful reading for Scorpio. I love this. I have Scorpio in one of my strong positions, so I'm loving it. Okay, what else we have? We have Sagittarius, the last one. Last but not least. Thank you for staying here. Or of course you could have jumped here from the timestamp. A fork in the road. Number 13. So you're on the crossroads of needing some direction probably. Okay, let's get you some. So what's the energy like for Sagittarius during full moon in Cancer? Hermit, gotcha. About advice? 10 of Swords, oh my gosh. 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck though. It's interesting. The Hermit is Virgo energy. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Please clarify the Hermit. Clarified by the Hermit. You can't make it up. And please clarify 10 of Swords. The Tower, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck though. So you have this underlying energy that's full of love and like deep connection with someone. most likely romantic, could be with a soulmate, this is like a friend or a mentor, but this is so powerful. It's like giving you gas, it's giving you enthusiasm and motivation to keep going, which is beautiful, of course. So right now you're in the hermit mode, you have double hermit here, which means that you've been looking for the moment of truth and for your own truth and path for a while. Like, you've been doing the work, you've been diligent with listening to yourself and manifesting the right way, things that you want to manifest into your life. But now you're at the point where you feel like you've done the manifestation in terms of more about the change in mindset and the energy, and now it's time to take it externally. And if you have that feeling, you have it right. You have 10 of Swords clarified by the Tower. Something is brewing. It's cooking. So the Tower is coming up. And what I'm getting here is, although it's going to be painful for you, and it's going to come from somewhere that you don't expect, it's going to be very unexpected, like an explosion, very sudden, very big impact. But you're asked to have your inner compass straight and to keep going as if it was just another day of your inner journey, your spiritual path, where you're taking care of yourself and you're listening to that guidance. Don't get scared, don't stop what you're doing. You have a good thing going on. Don't stop just because of this Tower moment. It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to break off things that are just being a burden for you, that are causing pain. Yeah, like sometimes oftentimes when there's an animal on the road and they run out into the road and there is a car, they see the headlights and they get startled and they just stop where they are. They get frozen, right? They cannot move. So that's the picture I'm getting for you, that you may feel like that. But please find the strength to collect yourself and to keep being in high vibe and doing the good things that you are doing for yourself, for other people, whatever you have going on, keep going that way. And if there is nothing on the horizon right now that tells you that the Tower moment is coming, like the storm is coming, it's like the calm before the storm. But don't try to pull it forcefully. It's gonna come to you. If you try to force it, it will only delay the true moment of growth and getting you to the next big thing. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this reading from the Big Island of Hawaii. It was really a pleasure for me to get this reading out for you from here. And next time we meet, I'll definitely be back home with very cold New York, and we'll continue. This is gonna be my new setup with the bamboo. Finally decided to embrace the power of the bamboo. I'm also gonna be finally doing more videos of general mindfulness topics. So watch out for those. And for now, I'll talk to you all later. Love you guys. Bye.